Back at one of my favorite spots, one of many people's favorite spots. Well, this fog hasn't burned off yet. They said it was going to be over 70 degrees today. That's what they said. It's a little cold, it's damp, it's foggy as hell, but it just kind of adds to the awesomeness. But I am kind of waiting till it gets nice out. I want to fly my drone around here. What the heck? Just bear with me while we just rumble along through the rubble. But yeah, I'm walking around the main building, and come along. And let's see what we can find of the past. This architecture itself is just amazing. Wow. I mean, look at that. That's incredible. Hey guys, welcome back to another abandoned adventure. This is Letchworth Village. I've been here before two, three times. And, I wanted to bring you back. They said it was supposed to be nice out and sunny, but I'm here a little early, so it's still misty, it's cold, it's foggy. And I want to fly the drone, but I'm not sure if it's going to actually pick it up in this kind of weather. So I'm going to hold out for a lot for the sun, but I'm here now. And come along with me. The history of this place is incredible. When you think of asylums and all the creepiness and the horrors that go on with it, well, this is the place. So let's explore it together. And when I say we, obviously, you know by now, I mean you and me. So let's get to it. It's amazing that this building hasn't totally collapsed. I mean, it's in such disrepair, but it's absolutely beautiful. This place happened to close down in 1996, I believe. All the information will be down below. But this is the epitome of what you would think an asylum to be. You know, you would think patients in the hallways and, you know, wearing the white robes or nothing at all or in cages. That's this place here. A lot of tragedy, a lot of sadness. This place took care of, or, you know, the sick and the mentally ill, from newborn to the elderly. So they took everybody. We'll venture down to the basement. Still in the main building. I think I'm being accurate by saying that this is the main building, and I'm just basically coming down to the basement. Oh my God. It just looks like a creepy image. Never mind, I'm not even gonna explain what I thought that was. But, oh, okay, all right, I could have came in right here. Oh, all right. Oh. Yeah, it's dripping. Probably from it rained the day before, and of course I wore the appropriate footgear. Said not me, ever. Guys, I just want to show you this. I've seen this before, but I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. This is an electric shock machine. Look at this. The panel obviously has been since long gone, but I mean, look at this. You can see the voltage right there. And that's the adjuster. Look at this. This is crazy. But the patient's head would be right in between here, and they would receive an electric shock from this machine. That just blows my mind. I can't even imagine what that must have felt like, or what that must have been like for them. You know? Oh, look at this. All right, here's the panel right here we can look at. Look at this. Adjustable for all heights. There probably would have been a chair or something of that situation here. All right, what does this say? All right, this is upside down. Sorry, guys. What I find interesting right here, if I can zoom in there, that says U.S. Army Field Unit designed to operate on 100 to 130 volts. Check that out. That is just insane. I feel bad for anybody who had to endure this type of treatment. All right, so we just saw that machine used as treatment. And oh, look at that staircase right there. And what's down here? Bathrooms, basement. I'm not sure there was any kind of rooms in here. It's been a little bit since I've been in this building. It's beautiful. And you know how I am about the peeling paint, so this is the palace for that. This is awesome. See how foggy it is out there still? Look at this. There's like nobody here. Actually, the maintenance worker, he drove by in his white truck. He just waved to me and smiled like, yeah, here comes another one. And here I am. There's still some things to be seen. I mean, there's some built-in shelving right here, so probably would have been used for storage. Little chimney type situation going on there. A little chimney or an oven right there. In this room back here. Oh, God, look at this. All right, it's all like all soaked, but you get the gist. This place is awesome, so I'll be back in a little bit when there's something to see. All right, let's go up these stairs right here. I think I hear some people walking around outside. I don't know if they're explorers or not, but maybe they're just walking the path. I don't know. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is amazing to me. Wow, it really is eerie. I am waiting for the sun to come out, so some of this video you're going to see fog, and hopefully in a little bit you're going to see some sun. These buildings to me are just absolutely incredible. Look at the stonework. This place opened in 1911, and it was made to take care of, like I said, the elderly from the young all the way to the elderly, and it's just amazing. This campus once had 130 buildings, and I'm not too sure how many are left standing today, but there are quite a few of them. We're gonna check them out. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And in. Look at that. They still have the original drapes. Some storage, closets. So the way this is set up, cubicles, office areas, drapes, office area, and a bed. Old mattress frame right there with storage on the end for your personal belongings. I don't think this would have been the room though. Look at this. You don't see architecture like this anymore. That's why this is a favorite of so many. Way cool. This is at this particular time. This is a pretty iconic area right here with the skylight. Look at that. Yeah. Very cool. Give a 360. This room is pretty much the shape as the window you saw up above. And I love this building. Go check out down here. I think it's pretty much the same as what we just saw. Yeah, let's see what's in this room right here. Oh, it's a heavy door. Oh, it's pretty moldy. The kitchen. Old stove right there. There's a name on it. Oh my God. No. Nope. What does it say? Oh, it's everything all in one. It's body shampoo, hand soap, antiseptic soap. Put some on your breakfast cereal in the morning. It's good for you. All right. Oh my God. OMG, look at that. Is that... There's actual food in the freezer. This place closed down in 1996. Anybody want some pudding? Whoa. All right, so I just popped into this room right here. What is this? High-low temperature. Okay, so this is to regulate the temperature. I thought it was like something medical, but those are pretty cool. Oh, if I just opened it. Yeah, that's me. Moving on. All right, there's the basketball courts right there. As you can see, the sun's starting to come out, so that's pretty cool. Kind of happy about that. This place closed down, like I said, in 1996. It had basically no funding, not enough funding to keep it going. And the place was being accused of improper treatment, and, you know, they were treating people pretty badly here. You really want to check the history. It's just, it's alarming, really. You know, this actually went on behind closed doors and no one really knew about it. But the violence and the improper care of the residents here date back to the 1920s. So, I mean, there's a long line of horror here, and it's amazing these buildings are still here to be able to check out. I mean, of course they say you're not supposed to go in them, but hey, if the door's open, I'm going in. I wish I could tell you, like I said, what building is what, because, all right, actually they're numbered. Yeah, that's right. I think I remember that. So if I look up what that number B4, bingo, is that one right there. And I'll see if I can dig up the information and see what building is what. But it's going to be an all-day thing if I try to do that. But I will try to do as much as I can. So let's keep on going. I'm glad the sun's starting to come out. Look how beautiful this place is. Listen to how peaceful that is. Yeah, the siren in the background, right? I mean, the birds. It's awesome. It's really early in the morning, so. Okay, so I'm in that building that I just, oh, look at that. I'm in the building I just showed you, so, but I got sidetracked by that tray right there. Interesting. What was this for? These are for the lights. The buzzer to let people in or out. There's this room over here. I don't know. All right. Oh. This one is pretty gutted. Oh, I like the way the light's coming through. Look at that. The orange peeling paint right there. It's kind of giving off a really cool vibe, I guess. But so there's not too much. Some chairs right there. We're gonna kind of keep it moving, go to some of the other buildings and see what I can find, or we can find, you and I together. So let's keep it moving. Oh, look at those drapes. The drape's still hanging right there. I wonder if this was for children. It's a little coat rack right here. You come in and just hang up your coat, so maybe this is some sort of a class. Maybe some sort of a classroom. But, okay, let's move on. Alright, this is obviously one of my favorite buildings to come into as far as, you know, the one with the skylight, because there's some stuff here to see. I'm glad you're checking it out with me. Oh yeah, I remember this room. Look at this. Some old equipment left behind. What's this one? It's an old examination table right there. It's a scale. Another examination. Wonder what this one was used for. Any guesses? No, don't guess. Don't tell me. I already know. Okay. What do you think? Pretty cool so far? I think so. Look at that. Isn't that just like incredible? I love this. I feel like I have the whole place to myself. I mean, I am here early, so no one's here walking around yet. Look at that. A lot of stuff. I mean, it's caught fire. It's pretty obvious it caught fire. Look at this. This place was burned. Amazing to me that there's still some things that didn't get consumed by the fire. Last time I was here, I actually took one of these burnt up pieces of paper and put it in a frame. I mean, why not, right? Look at that. That's just so cool. Look at the way this one burned. The pink color. It's basically their activities, them developing awareness. Huh. Aerator. I don't know. Is it? Is this a hydrotherapy tub or is it a washing machine? Oh, you know something? I should really look. There's a seat right there, so this is a hydrotherapy tub. There's a seat right there and there's some jets right here. And total amps. Look at that. I just love that. That's the hallway, obviously, and it's just like peeling paint everywhere and all different kinds of crazy colors, and I love it. And there's an old vending machine here. Just sitting here. Refreshment and change from your dollar bill. 70 cents. All right, so we're gonna go upstairs. Still walking down these amazing hallways. I'm just mesmerized by the color and the light coming through and the shadows. And over here, the terrace that overlooks some of the property. Look at this. This is just so cool. I love it. Awesome. Across from the terrace, a little bathtub right there. Porcelain bathtub. What the? What was that? Hello? Hello? That sounded like it was here, but I think it was outside. Did you hear that? There was some weird, that was weird. That was like an electrical interference or something. I'm gonna have to listen to that. That just freaked me out. Wow. I don't know. I mean, a lot of paranormal investigation has been done here. I myself have done some paranormal investigating in the morgue area. Yes, there is a morgue. But I'm really not going to just, do any kind of paranormal investigating unless I feel something. If I get some kind of feeling, like I just did just then from that, got a little startled, but I'm going to chalk that up to just noise outside. But that was kind of strange. All right, anything else to be seen up here? Ooh, this is really pretty. It's nice and bright. It's nice and bright in here. All right, so I'm just coming down the stairs into the underbelly of the building. The underbelly of this building. All right, let's go this way. Ooh. It's too early in the morning for this. Okay. Some old wooden shelves right there. Probably for storage. Everything's like for storage. I'm always like, yeah, that was used for storage, because I was here. I know. All right, so there's nothing really, I don't know, does this go down any further? So, no, okay. Let's go back. All right, so this old dental equipment right here is Century Unit Equipment, Ritter Company, Inc. So I'm not sure if that's the brand name. Really cool though. So there's 3 of these in here. And here's the little tube that you would have water. You would rinse, and then you would spit right in there, and the water would be continuously running in the bowl. Interesting. Way cool. So here's the dentist area. Where am I? Okay, I came down here. Is there another hall? All right, there's a staircase. I'll keep walking. I don't really remember where everything is. What is this area? Letchworth Village, Phyllis, New York. All right, you know that. All right, so I'm just still down in the basement and I'm checking. Okay. And there's the morgue, or there's part of the morgue area. This basement down here does house I think it's like four body morgue. Look at this. This is obviously an examination room of the body. Maybe they did, I don't know. They prepped the body here, I guess. I'm not too sure what the terminology is. Not autopsy, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not the word, but look at this. Probably would have been a sink right here. That's pretty crazy. Look at that. There's a little door right there. That's probably where they would meet the truck to take the body away, maybe. And yeah, right here. Check that out, guys. There's one of the morgues that's located here at Letchworth. This one could hold 4 bodies. Right there, as you can see. It's still eerie every time I see it. I mean, people, they were put on ice here. I mean, wow. It just does it gives me the chills every time I see it. I mean, look at the freezer coils right there. Can you see that? Look at that. So this is just the lab area down the hall from the morgue that you just saw the 4 body slabs. And they had, like, I guess it's a lab area. Not sure what they did back here, but everything in the embalming process. Oh, that's the word I was looking for earlier, embalming. But really cool. There's a sink back here. Jeez, sorry. Look at this. Oh, it's an old cement stone sink right there. It literally still has soap in it, in the dispenser. And beyond the little lab area is this room back here with a lonely chair. Looks like it's just another wash area. Like I said, this whole area down here is for the morgue, or this section anyways. They had the dental around the corner from the morgue. And yeah. Alright. It would have been glass right there, I imagine. Way cool. This right here is the synagogue, I believe. I might have taken a photo of it before, but I don't think I've ever gone in here. If there's a way to get in here, guys, I'm going to show it to you. So, oh, God, I can't even read that up there. Oh, okay, Congregation Beth Israel, or Congregation something, Benai Israel. God, I'm sorry, I'm hacking that. But anyways, there's the synagogue. All right, I just noticed this on the side. Look at this. So there it is. That's awesome. It says Congregation Benai Israel, Letchworth Village. There's the date in Hebrew right there, 1972. Check that out. That is so cool. I'm glad I got to see that on the side of the building. That's history right there. I'm like all excited. Oh my God, like right away, I'm gonna show you, like, look at this glass. All this glass, a lot of it is intact. And look at this. This is beautiful. I've never been in here. This is the synagogue. I've never come in here. It's beautiful. I want you to see the colors. There's red and turquoise and orange and yellow and green and purple. Look at this blue, this cobalt blue right here. I'm like so fascinated by this glass. It is amazing, and a lot of it is still intact, which is good to see. And you know something, I am gonna take a little piece of glass that's laying on the ground. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, little memento. Look at that, that's beautiful. Look at the colors. Look at this red. To me, it's like a jewel. It's like a ruby. All right, I might be going a little on. I'm going on a little too much, but I just really appreciate the beauty of it. It's just awesome, awesome. Let's check it out. Hey, there's like all kinds of wires hanging, but guys, as you know, I paint rocks, and I think this is a perfect place to leave it. I'm gonna leave a gift right on the pulpit right there, and there it is. I'd rather be exploring, right? So that's a gift. If you find it, stop by, say hello. All right, so beyond the main chapel area, that's probably not the right term for the Jewish faith, so apologies, but beyond the pulpit area is this area. So it looks like a class of some sort. Some chairs. Would have been a desk right here. So there's that. Let's see what else we can find. So I just wanted to give you a shot of what the glass looks like from the outside. You can't really even appreciate all the colors from the outside. You can't see it from the sunlight shining in. You can, but that's just amazing to me. So I got a little teeny piece that I took, and I'll just show you. Look, it was on the ground. You know, some people will be like, oh, you shouldn't take anything, but you know, it's a little teeny piece of glass, and at the end of the day, it's history that'll someday be lost, and you know, what's the harm? You know, but all right, let's continue on. See what I'm so glad I went into the synagogue. Way cool. This is somewhere I've never been before. These are the buildings. Basically, the campus at Letchworth was spread out over, oh wow, look at that fireplace. But wow, this is awesome. I've never seen this before. So it looks like somebody either was staying here or these are leftover mattresses, but look at this. Look at this staircase. Whoa, that is awesome. This is just basically on the main road. This is just a view out the window, so awesome piano. Ooh, ooh, the floor feels kind of, hear that? It's creaking. Ooh. Oh, whoa. All right, this is a view right here. There's another building across the street. Another building over there. Like I said, this campus was 130 buildings at one point. Not just in that one little area. Wow, look at that pedestal sink. I normally don't show the regular bathrooms, but I mean, that's pretty, oh geez, sorry about that. That's pretty cool. This old mirror just decaying away. The shelf, the mirror's not broken. Hey guys, so I'm just out here filming and walking around, and I'm just checking out a lot of the buildings that I haven't seen before. And check that out. It looks like it goes into the tunnels. So there must be some tunnel system underneath here. I'm not going to climb down that, but maybe if I get brave enough or find it, can access it from inside. But yeah, look at all these buildings that are just still here. There's tons of them all over the place. But right now, I'm going to try and access the power plant and then maybe hit that building on the way back. But just walking through the woods right now, and I will see you over at the power plant. So this is inside the power plant. Again, awesome graffiti. I guess I can't not show it, you know, so when it's really good, you gotta show it. All right, so yeah, I guess this is inside the power plant. If you hear something weird, like listen, hold on, listen. There's like some pigeons doing some things. But look at this place. I mean, it obviously had its own power station, and this is it. So this power station powered a lot of the buildings here on the property. So there's the back side of the power station for Letchworth Village. There's so much back here. You just keep walking. There's just like so much abandonment. It's crazy. All right, so this is still the back side of the power plant. And as you can see, it's like, it almost looks like a little village. Look at all the, well, Letchworth Village, haha. But I mean, in its own right here. It's like, look at all, they kind of look like cottages, like little stone little cottages. They're probably shops or something, but we're gonna find out. And look at this. This is the back. Trucks probably came in here. There was probably some shipping and receiving. Some bay doors right there. Really cool. This is just amazing. I've never ventured beyond, like, you know, you type in Letchworth Village, bam, there's the address and you go there. Yeah, so I've never really looked beyond it, except maybe the cemetery. And I am going to honor, you know, the people that have passed. And I'm going to swing, sorry about the jet. But I am going to honor the people that passed and stop by at the cemetery. So I'll show you that as well. I'm really trying to give you, I guess, the full tour, or as much as I can do in one day. There's just so much to see. I've been walking for hours. Look at this. But this is cool to me. I love this. It's just pure, awesome abandonment. Alright, still roaming around. And just from like looking around, it looks like they might have made like tiles and toilets and stuff like that. And you gotta check this out. Who doesn't love seeing an old rusty relic vehicle out in the woods being reclaimed by nature? I know I do. Check this out. What is that? What is that? I don't know. What kind of vehicle is this? Whoa, I don't even know. Let me see if I can get over on the other side and see what this is. Well, I tried to get over to the other side, but it was a little too thorny for my liking. So, but yeah, just behind the shops here, in and around Letchworth Village. And the rest of the shops. And there's a little abandoned little bridge right here that goes over some water. And across the street, there's some more buildings. Look at this. This says Seguin Hall. I'm not sure the pronunciation. Look at that. So that's building 67, Seguin Hall. Guys, I've been walking around for like 5 hours. All right, let's go in and check it out. Why can't they leave these doors open? So this is Seguin Hall, and oh, look at that. There's no stairs right there. It just kind of falls off. All right, that floor is non-existent. We can either cut through here or we can go up. So I'm going to cut through here first. All right. Maybe these were rooms? What is this? There's an office in here. Oh, creepy. Creepy, creepy. Files left behind. Not quite sure. Can't wait to see what's upstairs. Look at these wood doors if you can see them. Sorry, my main light died. Like I said, I've been walking around for about, oh, there's another staircase right there. Been walking around for about 5 hours so far, if not longer. And like I said, I do want to go to the cemetery and show you the cemetery. Here's the view out front. This is Seguin Hall. All right, let's just go upstairs and see what's going on upstairs. Whew. I'm out of breath here. All right, I'm guessing that these are rooms. Each room has a little mirror and medicine cabinet. This one looks like it's an adjoining room, or what is this? Yeah, see, it's another room. It's another room. This one's adjoining. There's a medicine cabinet there. Again, same thing. So this was obviously residence. And these are people's rooms. Oh, look at that mirror. Really cool looking. Oh, look at that. Nice. So this cemetery for Letchworth Village, this historic cemetery, it's just a little walk down the road over here. And I just want to pay some respects to the residents who passed on and are buried here. Look at this little bench right here, actually. Let's see what this says. Giving names to souls forgotten no longer. And why that says that is because all these graves and all these markers right here, they're all unmarked. They're just numbers all along the hill right here. So I want to just I just wanted to stop by, pay my respects since I'm here. Rest in peace. And check this out. Buried on the mountain. Buried on call on Hollow Road. Here's all the names. Don't know which number corresponds. Some of the people know. I mean, that one says number 3. So her plot is number 3. Number 2. I think that's how it goes. So, but the rest of them are unmarked. And I am just going to leave my little rock up here. It's not a rock, but just a little gift, just a little token of appreciation for your life lived. Just gonna do a little quick walkthrough and show you guys what the cemetery here looks like. Hey guys, thanks for coming along. I just wanted to say I appreciate you coming on these adventures with me. Today was an awesome day. We walked for like 5 hours, maybe 6 hours, maybe 7 hours. We were just all over the place. Obviously, when I say we, I mean you and me, and I appreciate you coming along. This was incredible, and I'm ending it here and wrapping it up at the Letchworth Cemetery. I just wanted to come pay my respects. I got to see so much more that I haven't seen. I've been here before, and you know, you punch in the directions and it brings you right to the park, and that's basically where I've always stayed. And today I've just been driving around, walking around, and I got to see so much more. And I have still yet to discover. There are so many buildings here, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.